A gallon of regular, unleaded can legally contain the bare minimum detergent the EPA requires, or it can contain up to 3 times that amount, and the sticker on the pump never tells you which one you just bought. Today we're ranking 7 gas brands you need to think twice about, starting with the one everyone assumes is a safe bet. Number 7. Sam's Club. Sam's Club gas gets lumped in with Costco gas in people's heads, because both are warehouse clubs with a membership card and a gas station out front. But Sam's Club is not on the top-tier certified gasoline list, and Costco is. Top tier is a voluntary standard created by a group of automakers, including GM, Toyota, and Honda, that requires a higher level of detergent additive than the federal minimum. Sam's Club fuel meets the legal floor and stops there. The price at the pump might be a dime or 15 cents cheaper than the station across the street, and for a car you're leasing for 3 years, that barely matters. For an engine you plan to keep past 100,000 miles, that dime adds up to carbon buildup on intake valves and injectors that a better detergent package would have not kept clean. Number 6. Murphy USA. These are the small kiosks parked at the edge of Walmart lots, usually with the cheapest sign in town. Murphy USA is not top-tier certified. The entire business model is built on volume, low overhead, and being a few cents under whatever is nearby. That works because Walmart parking lots already have traffic, so Murphy doesn't need a premium additive package to get you to pull in. One tank from Murphy isn't going to hurt anything. The problem is habit. If it's your regular weekly fill-up for years, you're consistently choosing the minimum legal detergent standard instead of the higher one your automaker's engineers actually designed around. Number 5. Pilot Flying J. Pull into a Pilot Flying J and it looks like a fuel empire. Dozens of diesel lanes, a restaurant, showers for truckers, snack aisles stretching the length of the building. But look at the layout. Diesel is the main event. Gasoline pumps for regular cars are almost an afterthought, tucked to the side. That's because Pilot Flying J's core business is commercial trucking and fleet accounts, not passenger vehicles. Diesel drivers don't need to worry about this ranking at all. But if you're a commuter who treats truck stop gas as a regular habit, instead of an emergency fill when you're low and need a bathroom, you're building a routine around a product that was never really designed with your engine in mind. Number 4. Love's. Same story as Pilot Flying J, different logo. Love's is enormous, well-lit, and feels trustworthy because it's a national chain with a busy parking lot. But busy doesn't mean certified. Love's revenue comes overwhelmingly from diesel and commercial accounts, which means there's less financial incentive to spend extra on a premium detergent package for the unleaded gas pumps most road trippers use. The danger here is psychological. The size of the canopy makes people assume the fuel must be fine, when canopy size has nothing to do with what's actually in the additive tank underneath. If you road trip often, it's worth checking for the top-tier logo at the pump before defaulting to whichever truck stop has the brightest sign at the exit. Number 3. Unbranded independent stations. This is the trap that catches the most people because the logic sounds reasonable on the surface. Gas is gas. It all comes from the same refinery anyway. That's half true. Base gasoline in a region often does come from the same terminal. What happens after that terminal is where brands split apart. A top-tier brand is contractually locked into a consistent, higher detergent standard at every station carrying that name. An unbranded independent station has no such obligation. The owner can buy whatever fuel supply deal is cheapest that week, which means the tank you buy from could be fine one visit and different the next. You're not paying for consistency, you're paying for whatever arrangement that particular station made with whatever supplier undercut everyone else. An occasional cheap fill-up from an independent station isn't a crisis. Making it your default is where the risk creeps in. If this kind of breakdown is useful, there's no sponsor behind any of this. It's just worth knowing before your next fill-up, so consider subscribing. Number 2. BP, Amoco, and Arco. This is where a lot of car channels get lazy and throw these 3 into the villain pile because older lists floating around online still show them as non-certified. For a while that was accurate. BP and Amoco had dropped off the top tier list. But standards get updated and brands reapply. As of the most recent top tier updates, both BP and Amoco are back on the certified list, and they've reportedly been tied to the newer top tier plus detergent standard, which requires an even higher additive concentration than the original top-tier spec. Arco's status varies more by region and by which supplier is actually behind the pump in your area, so it's worth checking before you assume. The lesson isn't trust the logo forever. It's that fuel standards change over time, and repeating a 5-year-old ranking as gospel is how people end up avoiding a brand that fixed the problem years ago. Number 1. The certified anchors. Costco is the cleanest proof of the entire argument this video is making. People assume cheap gas automatically means a weaker detergent package, and Costco breaks that assumption completely. It sells some of the most discounted fuel in the country and still holds full top-tier certification. That means skipping the better additive package everywhere else on this list was a business choice, not something forced by the price of crude oil. The same standard applies to the major certified names most drivers already recognize: Shell, Chevron, Exxon, Mobil, Texaco 76, Phillips 66, Marathon, Conoco, and Sinclair, depending on which brands operate in your area. Buying from a top-tier station isn't about buying a magic additive. It's about buying consistency, because the certification applies across regular, mid-grade, and premium, not just the expensive top-tier octane. You don't need to pay for premium gas just to get a better detergent package. The certification covers the cheap grade too. Here's the part that actually matters long-term. Your engine doesn't remember the one good tank you bought on a road trip, and it doesn't remember the one bad tank either. It remembers the pattern. Fill up at certified stations most of the time, and injector and valve deposits stay low for the life of the engine. Fill up at the cheapest, unverified pump every single time, and those deposits build slowly enough that you won't notice until it shows up as a rough idle, a flat spot in acceleration, or a mechanic pointing at a carbon buildup you can't see from the driver's seat. So the practical rule is simple. Don't assume premium octane means better cleaning, because it doesn't. The detergent level is about the brand's certification, not the octane number. Don't panic over one emergency fill-up at a station you don't recognize. And don't assume the lowest number on the sign is automatically the best deal, because a 5 or 10 cent difference is nothing compared to the cost of cleaning carbon deposits off a set of intake valves down the road. Check for the top-tier logo at the pump, or look up the certified station list before a long trip, and make that your default instead of your exception. What's your daily gas station? And did you know before this video whether it was actually certified? Drop it in the comments. And if this saved you from a bad fill-up habit, subscribe for the next one.